Some collectors are jumping ship, but not us. We're gonna ride this thing all the way out. So go grab your vibe juice because I'm back like I never left. Meet me over there in the new comic book world. Let's do it. What's up, everybody? It's your boy C3, and I am back like I never left with another market update and top 10 comic book list for you. Yes, for you, the comic book community. Well, if you look around me, you can see the cat's out of the bag. The reason I didn't make a video was because I was moving. Just bought a house, we just moved in, finally got all my comics in place. Well, not exactly in place, but you know what I'm talking about. I got all my prized possessions around me, and I also have a top 10 list that I put together just for you guys, because I know you'd be waiting for it. Now listen, like, subscribe, share. We're gonna dive right on in. Make sure you tell somebody to tell somebody about YouTube's biggest sensation, C3 Comics. Keep it comics. You know what it is. It's good vibes only, ladies and gentlemen. Grab your vibe juice, sit back, relax, enjoy the show, because we are only here for the love of the comics. You know, starting off the list at number 10, we're going to start off with a hot modern release. This book is called Doom, issue number 1, and we're talking specifically about that Adi Granov cover. That cover art is spectacular. This is such a hot book. This cover is really catching the community. It's moving on the secondary market. This book is up 6.12% right now with a high of $100 for a CGC 9.8 that sold back on June 15th. Now, average price for the raw copy is $19. Average price for the graded copy is $93. We've had a total of 166 books so far that has sold, and this is continuing to climb. All right, ladies and gentlemen, fair market value has this book resting at $19 for a raw copy in near mint condition. Dr. Doom is here to stay. One of the comic book industry's most underrated villains is back and is not going anywhere. So if you're in the market for Doom, issue number 1, that Adi Granov cover art, take a look, because it's moving on the secondary market and it's definitely worthy of a PC. All right? At the list at number 9, we're going to talk about New Mutants Annual, issue number 6. Oh yeah, and this is the first appearance of Shatterstar. This book is up a whopping 74.56%. This book continues to do numbers on the secondary market. I've been watching the first appearance for Shatterstar for quite some time now. This book continues to just boom on the secondary market. This book has a following. It continues to increase in sales. For some reason, the comic book community is drawing near to this book. $195 high sale, the $195 high sale for a 9.8, and that was back in 2022. But the last recorded sale for this book was for $7. Average price for the book is $8. Average graded copy will run you about $42. There's been 451 total recorded sales this far. And after checking eBay, you can see some asking prices of $100 for a 9.8. Now, this is a perfect price point for buy-in. Not a lot of money. This book is not going to break the bank. But if you're looking to add this one to your collection, now may be a good time for you to pull the trigger for this one. And speaking of pull the trigger, be sure to like, subscribe, and share, because we're going to drop content like this every week on the regular. I know I haven't been here the last couple of weeks, but that's because I have business to take care of. And it's just me, numero uno, C3. There's only one of me, bro. So I got to keep it moving. I got to do what I got to do, right? But I'm here. Nonetheless, I got your list, and stick around because I got some specialties I want to show you at the end of the video that you might want to grab for yourself also. Oh yeah, just because I haven't been doing this doesn't mean I wasn't doing that. Which is doing what I love to do, is collect comics. All right, so like, subscribe, share. It's good vibes only, and we're going to continue to move right along. At the list at number 8, we got to talk about Detective Comics, issue number 363, and this is the second appearance of Batgirl. This book has been on the move for quite some time now. This is a following that I say it will never go dim. This light will always shine. Batgirl's one of the prolific precursors to comic books and continues to have this awesome fan base and just continues to lift her up. Second appearance with Batgirl is just as popular as the first appearance. And I think at some point DC will get it together where, you know, we could see more of these characters on the big screen. So I'm hopeful, but I can tell I'm not by myself. So is the comic book community. This book has a high sale of $6,000 for a CGC 9.8 that took place back in 2022. Last recorded sale for this book was $114, while the average price for this book will run you about $65. Average price for the graded copy is $219, with 292 total recorded sales thus far, right? And I don't see that stopping anytime soon. This one's going to be hard to land in the CGC 9.8 because after I checked Go Collect reports having 352 universal grades, and only 4 of those are CGC 9.8s. Yeah, so not quite sure if those collectors are going to want to turn this book loose in that high grade. You've got 9 9.6s, you've got 19 9.4s, you've got 26 9.2s, you've got 23 9.0s. A 9.6 last sold for $1,440. Yeah, so just keep that in mind, right? The 9.6 sold for $1,400. The 9.8, that's going to be tough for you to get your hands on. Now, if any of those prices are too steep for your blood, listen, fair market value has this book resting at $65 for a raw copy in very good condition. Detective Comics, issue number 363, ladies and gentlemen. Second appearance of the Batgirl. It's up and it's on the move. Keep your eye out on it. At the list at number 7. Excuse me for a second. It's good vibes only. We got to talk about Astonishing X-Men, issue number 1. And this is that John Cassidy cover, right? Beautiful cover. Definitely one to keep your eye on. This is the first cameo appearance of Ord. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this book is up 75.13% with a high sell of $80 for a CGC 9.8 back in 2021, excuse me. Last recorded sale for this book was just $4, and I can't argue with that. $3.99, beautiful price point for buy-in. Average price for the raw copy, $6. Average price for the graded copy, $60, right? A total recorded sales of $373. Now, this is another hot book, another hot modern book, right? And you're going to want to look out for this book because this book continues to move on the secondary market. If there's a cure for mutants, right? I don't want it. I don't want it. I had to do it. I had to do it. Listen, Astonishing X-Men, issue number 1, John Cassidy cover. First cameo of Ord. Don't sleep on it, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely worthy of the PC. Here's another title that you may be interested in. This is The Transformers, issue number 8, the newsstand edition, coming in at number 6, my guys. Right? This is the first full appearance of the Dinobots. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All my Transformers fans, stand up. Right? When the Dinobots first stepped on the scene, I was soup. I was soup. I tried to get my mom to buy me every last one of them. She wouldn't do it, though. You don't need that. You need these books. She wouldn't do it, right? But listen, this is where we are. This book is up 77.53%. Average price for the raw copy is $15, while the average price for the graded copy is $480. We've had a total of 72 sales thus far. Now, it's obvious that this book is being powered by the speculation on the Transformers versus G.I. Joe, right? So we're going to see these books continue to move on the secondary market. I want to just send some caution your way. Be careful of people upselling this book, you know, pricing it in astronomical ranges, trying to get more than what the book is actually valued at. So you have to do your due diligence and make sure that you're not jumping out of the window, you know, and not having ground to land on. Definitely never jump out of an airplane without a parachute, because unfortunately you have people out there like that. Me, I like to check, go collect, check the fair market value. I'll look at what is it? The house comics. I will check out eBay. I will look at cover price and see where the market is on these books, right? But also reach out to the seller to see if if they're willing to strike a deal. You don't always have to pay top dollar for a book, and a collector's, they may be willing to negotiate a little bit. But you just ask. A closed mouth don't get fed. That's what I always say, right? So 72 sales for this particular book so far, with a high of $629 for a CGC 9.8, and that took place back in 2023. Fair market value has this book rested at $15 for the raw copy in fine condition. So if you're a Dinobot fan, don't let this book get away from you, right? And just be careful that you're not overpaying for this book, all right? It is what it is. Now, at the list at number 5, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity, like I always do, to stop and thank each and every one of you for checking out the channel. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and just share it with somebody. It'll help the channel out a lot. Yeah, I have been gone for a couple of weeks because I've been moving, settling on the house, taking care of paperwork, but I'm excited. I got a new spot. I got a huge comic book room. I'll do a video and show it to you guys once I get it all put together, but you can look and see the space behind me has changed, right? I did this just after coming off a vacation, so a lot going on, but I've been a busy guy, but I'm still here. I ain't never went nowhere. And for all my haters, sorry. But I ain't going nowhere, all right? But listen, like, subscribe, share, hit that bell. It's good vibes only. I got my vibe juice, but I also got your trivial question for today. All right. What superhero is described as invincible? Let me think. But don't think too hard, don't think too long. Leave a comment down below. What superhero is described as invincible? You already know. Well, I don't know, you know. So let everybody know by leaving it in the comment section. All right, it's your boy C3. It's Keep It Comics. It's always good vibes. And I'm back to our top 10 list. At the list at number 5, if you got this comic book in your collection, you're already ahead of the game. If not, now may be a good time for you to pull the trigger. The title of this book is an oldie but goodie. Excuse me. Let's talk about Star Trek issue number 1. Oh, definitely. Trekkie fans, this one's for you, right? First appearance of Star Trek. This book is up 80.93% and continuing to increase in copies sold. Last recorded sale for this book was $995. Now, the average price is $219, while the average graded price is $950. There's been a total of 572 sales of this particular book that has taken place on the secondary market. We've had a high sale for $45,600 for a CGC 9.6 in this particular book that has changed hands on the secondary market. That was back in 2022. Now, after checking Go Collect reports having 1,030 universal grades, only one CGC 9.8. So this is definitely someone's white whale. Only one 9.8. Fair market value has this book resting at $219 for a raw copy in very good condition. Just so you are aware, a CGC 9.6 sold for $29,000. This is a book that'll add value to anybody's collection. So don't sleep on Star Trek issue number 1. Iconic book, iconic cover, story arc. You already know what it is. Prolific writing. Listen, this one is definitely one that you're going to want to find. Be very gentle with it, and it's going to continue to add value to your private collection. All right. So Star Trek issue number 1, it's up and it's moving. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at the list at number 4. This is a Silver Age comic book that we want to bring some attention to. This book is up on the market. Let's talk about Submariner, issue number 13. And this is the first and only appearance of Gargantos. First and only appearance. So I don't care what nobody says. This is the book. All right. This book is up 85.19%. This book is all the way up right now. Average price for the raw copy is $10. Average price for the graded copy will run you about $204. There's been a total of 453 sales for this book so far on the secondary market, with a high sale of $1,000 for CGC 9.6 that took place back in 2023. This Submariner issue, fair market value has it resting at $10 for a raw copy in fine condition. So if you see it out there in the wild, you may want to look at it, check the spine, make sure the spine ticks on it are very minimum, and you can get this book in a decent copy. I wouldn't spend too much for it. I wouldn't go crazy. Like I said, average raw, $10. Average graded, depending on where you're going, mid to high, $204. That high sell, that was last year. There's a strong possibility you could get that for a little less. I'd shoot my shot. It's all good, right? So Submariner, issue number 13, keep your eye out on it because it's moving. That black cover is immaculate, right? So I would definitely try to get this one in the highest grade I could get it in without breaking the bank, because I love to have black backgrounds like that are seemingly flawless, right? So, and this is one that I would definitely be going after. All right, Submariner, issue number 13. It could be yours, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this was on the hot list some years ago, right? So this was one of the hottest book on the market, right? This was one of the hottest books that was on the market. This was a hot storyline. Everybody was going crazy for it. They were sending them into CGC, getting them graded. It was taking forever for them to come back because of CGC, and a lot of people missed the mark on this book. But this book is coming back around. It's starting to see some movement. Not as much as it did before, but let's talk about this title. Something is Killing the Children, issue number 22, and this is that Jenny Frison die cut variant. Yeah. Issue number 1 was the super hot book. Everybody's going crazy for it. Like I said, they were sending them in. They were coming back late. People were getting pissed off. But boy, this book continues to surprise me because it hasn't gone anywhere. Everybody was always excited about the book. The title alone was just something different. And Something is Killing the Children, right? So this book just had everybody going crazy. James Tynion was killing this book. It was just an awesome write. Now, check this out. This is the first appearance of Albie and Cutler. Now, it's the first mention of the House of Cutter, and it drops the name of Duplitype in this particular issue, right? So that's why this book it has some significance to it. Now, this book is up 109.60%. Last recorded sale for this book was $25, and the average price is $12. Average graded price for this book is $85. And we've had a total of 198 sales for this book to transpire on the secondary market, with a high of $100 for a CGC 9.8 that took place back in 2023. Now, this book is not going to cost you a lot, so it'll be fairly easy for you to get your hands on it. Fair market value has it at $12 for a raw copy in near mint condition. Those die cut books, a lot of people call them gimmicky or whatever, but they make excellent collector's pieces. I love the artwork on them, and it just adds some type of pizzazz to the collection when you display them. They look really good displayed. And Erica Slaughter, you know what it is, like she's a beast herself, right? So she gets my vote. All right, Something is Killing the Children, issue number 22, Jenny Frison die cut mask variant. James Tynion the third, the fourth. James Tynion the third, the fourth. What is it? Third, the fourth. James Tynion killing this book. All right, so keep your eye out on it. All right, guys. It's okay, man. I don't have to be perfect. That's the beautiful thing about it. I don't have to be perfect. At the list at number 2. Yo, This is what this list has been about the entire time. I couldn't wait to get here. I'm excited about it because this character is finally getting the respect that I feel that it deserves. Let's talk about the all-new Ghost Rider, issue number 1, first appearance of the Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. He is up right now. Yo, this book is up right now. 27.78% increase in copies sold. Last recorded sale for this book is $50, right? The average price for this book in a raw copy is $40, while the average price for the graded copy will run you about $180. We've had a total of 1,071 sales of this particular book that has changed hands on the secondary market and continues to do so, with a high sale of $676 for the SIKTC 9.8 that took place back in 2022. All right, now with that high sale taking place a few years back, there's a strong possibility that you can get that for a lot less. Fair market value has it rested at $40 for the raw copy in near mint condition, right? But keep this in mind. I want to bring this to your attention. There's also a hot 1 in 50 variant that was done by Trad Moore. Yeah, this thing is fire, literally, right? This joint is fire. And it was when I last checked it, a 9.6 went for $999 back in April. So I've been watching this book for some years now. This book has not come down that much, right? So this book continues to hold value. And that's something I'm gonna do a video about ratios that have or have not been holding their value, because we're spending a lot of money for these variances, and some of them just aren't worth the money we spend for them. Let the truth be told. All right, so keep your eye out for that particular top 10 list right there. We're going to talk about some books that may or may not be holding their value. All right, now, and for my haters, stop stealing my ideas. Did I say that out loud? Whatever. Yeah, stop stealing my ideas. You know who you are. All right. All new Ghost Rider, issue number 1, first appearance of the Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, is doing numbers on the secondary market. Get yourself one, because I got mine. All right, guys, it's time to talk about the number 1 hottest comic book on the market. Let's talk about Ghost Rider, Final Vengeance, issue number 1, right? And this is the Juan Ferreira regular cover. Yes. Yes. This is when the Hood debuts as the Ghost Rider. All right, the Hood debuts as the new Ghost Rider. This book is getting a lot of love, man. This was a good read. This is one of the best stories that came out in 2024, in my opinion. This book is up 176.77% with a high of $111 for a CGC 9.9, ladies and gentlemen. The 9.9 will be the golden egg in this particular issue, and that sold back in June 15th. All right, average price for the raw copy is just $3 for the buy-in. Average price for the graded copy is $38. 73 total sales for this particular book thus far. All right, now I also checked out my one of my most frequented channels, right? Comics Icons, and they do an awesome job at reviewing this particular book, right? So check out Comics Icon and watch some of the reviews that they do on comic books over there. The storyline is on point, the artwork is on point, the narration is fantastic. Everything is on point. You can't go wrong. The Spirit of Vengeance is one of the most happening stories that came out in 2024. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with Ghost Rider in the future, right? Midnight Suns, everybody's talking about that, so I just want to see what happens with it. All right, Spirit of Vengeance is on the move. So is the Ghost Rider. Final Vengeance, issue number 1. Get yourself one. All right, guys, that's your list. I see that you made it to the end, so I'm going to do what I promised you, and I'm going to give you something extra, something to chew on, right? All right, so I didn't have my trusty blade with me, so I had to do a pre-unboxing. But I got them partially open for us, as you can see. All right, so we're going to start off with this one. You guys know the deal. Cue the music. but keep your clothes on. Yeah, and I know I'm a little discombobulated because I'm not quite comfortable in my new setting just yet, but I'll get us there. So just be patient. Like, subscribe, share, hang around. It's good vibes only, ladies and gentlemen. We do it for the love of the hobby. No other reason. Taking off the painter's tape. Being careful not to damage the book. This is what we got. The old comic book between two pieces of cardboard trick. Yes. Let's see what this one is. Ah, okay. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy to have it. This particular book, we have X-Force, issue number 2, Blood Hunters, signed by none other than Rob Liefeld himself, the genius, the magnificent one, Rob Liefeld. Yes. Got the signature, got the signified part, got the signified joint, right? I'm pretty sure the certificate is on the back, in the back. I'm just not going to wrestle with that painter's tape up there just now, right now at this moment. Great copy though. Excited to have that. I've been on my signed books lately. I've been like really chasing down my signed books lately. I don't know why, but you know, Rob Liefeld is one of my favorite artists. So I've been chasing down some signatures, right? Now, here's another one that you guys might like. It's already pre-opened. As you can see, got a couple pieces of that boxing tape. This is boxing tape right here. Weird waxy tape. I do not like how that tape feels. All right. So I'm gonna get it off of there with the speed, but gently though. All right. Okay. This is what we got. And don't forget, leave your comment down below. What Marvel superhero is described as invincible? Which Marvel superhero is described as invincible? Like, subscribe, share. Now, one more piece and we should be in there. Okay, guys. Okay. All right. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share. I'm back like I never left. Please don't hate me. Listen, I had to move. I had to move the family. You know, progress. Progress. Slow motion is better than no motion. All right? It's good vibes only. Always keep it comics. And this is who we got. Yeah, this book was hot. This book is definitely hot. I caught it low though. I caught it nice and low. 40 bucks, 40 bucks, 40 bucks. I know it hit about 60. I caught it for 40. I missed it when it first hit, but I was able to catch it before it skyrocketed. In Yuck Lee, yeah, nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The 1 in 25, New Mutants 98. All right, everybody. I appreciate y'all for stopping by, checking out the channel. Enjoy. And you know the routine. Good vibes only. Keep it comics. And you know what it is. Later, Gators.